should adjust the hat, I guess, but it's not. I don't know. No, I'm not going to adjust the hat. But it's 10,000. 10,000. Episode 130. Ham Radio 2.0 reaches 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Today's episode of Ham Radio 2.0 is brought to you by Arden, the Amateur Radio Emergency Data Network. The Amateur Radio Emergency Data Network is an open-source project that brings emergency communications into the 21st century. With easily available commercial equipment, you can build a low-cost, high-speed network. Visit the Arden website at www.arden.org for more information. Arden branded equipment labels, embroidered patches, and apparel are available on the website by clicking on the Shop menu button.
So what does that mean exactly? 10,000 subscribers? If, like Gary Pierce says, if I was putting up a cat video, I'd probably have 100,000 subscribers by now. So, and I'm doing it kind of a new venture with a buddy of mine. A friend of mine his family owns a place on Lake Fork. If you're a bass fisherman, you've probably heard of Lake Fork. If you're from Texas and interested in fishing, you've probably heard of Lake Fork. But I know some people out there on Lake Fork, and we're going to start doing videos for them. So if you go search for... Actually, it's a brand new... We started a brand new YouTube channel, so we haven't named it yet because you have to get 100 subscribers on YouTube before they'll let you pick a customized name. But if you go search for Hideaway Harbor Lake Fork, you should be able to find it that way. There's only a couple videos up there right now, but I was doing a search, and the reason I bring that up, I was doing a search for Lake Fork, and one guy, he's called Lake Fork Guy. He has about 450,000 subscribers on YouTube. So my measly little 10,000 subscribers for Ham Radio is pretty small potatoes as far as YouTube is concerned. But, you know, we do what we do, and it's okay. It's okay because I do this because I love ham radio, and I want to share about my experiences with ham radio, and I want to share with other ham radio operators and what other people are doing and how ham radio operators promote and expand the hobby of amateur radio. This is my journey through amateur radio, and I invite you to join me. I've said that before. That's kind of like a tagline, I guess. But I did think that it would be appropriate for... There you go. I did think it would be appropriate for episode number 130 to talk about 10,000 subscribers. You can see right here on the screen it's 10,154 at the time of this recording. And I think it broke about a week ago. Yeah, I think it broke about a week ago, something like that. Week and a half maybe. By the time this video airs, it'll probably be about a week and a half prior. So 100 plus new subscribers every week. That's about what I've been averaging. Anywhere from 90 to 120, 130 subscribers a week. I've had a couple of people send me a note on YouTube saying, I've subscribed to you like 3 times. YouTube keeps kicking me off for some reason. One guy said, yeah, you'd probably be a lot higher than that by now, but YouTube squelches subscribers on some channels. I don't know. I guess maybe they do. Why would they do that? I don't know. I'm not saying they do or don't. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Perhaps that's true. But either way, I gain and lose subscribers every week, but I gain more than I lose. That's why the overall number keeps going up. So if you're tired of hearing me talk, this episode's not going to be really anything except me talking. Drinking my smoothie. Oh, and giving away a Texas Digital Radio. So, see how the screen got real dark there? The camera's compensating for the white box. So, Texas Digital Radio, the TDR 6100. This is a UHF only DMR and analog mobile radio, 45 watt mobile radio. This is basically the same thing, DMR right here, as the same thing as the Connect System CS800. Texas Digital Radio was kind of came and went. The guy who ran it promoted it for a long time, and then he decided not to do it anymore. I don't think the sales were quite what he was hoping they would be. But we'll see what happens with that. There might be something happening with that. There might not be. I don't want to say anything too much right now. Regardless of that, I picked up, when he was closing out his, and a lot of you know who I'm talking about, when he was closing out all his radios, all of these radios, I picked up about 4 or 5 of them. And I sold one of them. He was he was selling them for about half of what they cost new, something like that. Half of retail, I should say. Let's see. Where was I going? Oh, so I picked up 4 or 5. It was the last 4 or 5 he had. He had them for sale at a Hamfest, and the Monday after the Hamfest, I called him and I said, "Have you got any of those left?" He goes, "Yeah, I think I got like 4." And he had 3 or 4 in VHF. I'm like, "No, I don't want the VHF ones. I just want the UHF ones." I said, "Well, send me all you got." So I took them. I sold one of them to my buddy Corey. Sold it at cost to my buddy Corey, KG5AHI. He's going to put that in his car. I got another one I'm probably going to sell to a friend of mine, Jake, KG5 GDM. KG5 GDM. He's done some intro videos for me before in a couple of these episodes. If you've ever watched the technician class episode, that's him on the intro video. But then the last 2 or 3 that I have, I'm going to give away on the show. Now, I'm only going to give one away this show. This is February, almost March. I'll be celebrating my 3-year anniversary come May 2nd, so just a little bit over 2 months from now. And probably give one away then. And I'll have to figure out what the other time is. Anyway, but we're going to give one away because of 10,000 YouTube subscribers. That's a milestone. It's a milestone for me, and I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. So anyone who is interested in getting the... Oh, turn my screen recorder off. Anyone who's interested in being entered for a chance to win this, comment, go to livefromthehamshack.tv or hamradio2.com, same website. Find episode 130, comment on the post, and say, give me a good reason why you would like to have this radio. Okay. The last time I did that, I did a couple of those. I think I did one around New Year's, and I did one around, or maybe it was Christmas, and then I did another one last May for my 2-year anniversary, and I think I gave both of those were HTs though I was giving away. I think I gave both of those away to younger hams, under the age of 18, kids, minors, whatever you want to call them, under ham radio operators who had recently acquired a license and were under the age of 18. So I thought that was a good choice to give a free radio to. But this is a DMR radio, so it's not for everybody. If you don't have a repeater near you, or if you don't have a hotspot to use, then DMR might not be as useful as, like, say, a Kenwood V71A or something like that. So, but go ahead and put in the comments and tell me why you would like to win the radio, and then I'll probably do a drawing, I don't know, a couple weeks from now. I will be attending the Arcadia Hamfest in Rain, Louisiana, the second weekend of March. Those guys invited me out there to do coverage on their Hamfest, so I'll be taking my video camera and I might do an on-the-road video going out there, maybe. I haven't decided yet. But we'll have a booth set up with some mics and cameras and be interviewing people as they come by. Weekend following that, I will be attending the Greater Houston Hamfest, which I've been to for the past 2 or 3 years. I did video at it for the first time last year, and that was a great show. They've invited me back, and I think they're going to put me... I think they said something about putting me up next to the announcer booth, up on a podium so that when I've got my cameras and everything set up in the booth and I'm sitting there interviewing people, it can kind of be over the top of the crowds and everything. They think it'll look like it's it'll show the crowd better, show how many tables are, instead of just seeing like one guy standing behind the camera and you can't really see anything behind that. So kind of more like a bird's eye view. And I thought that was a great idea. So we'll see what happens there. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for making this show a success. This show has expanded and grown and progressed farther than I ever thought it would. You know, I put up my first couple videos just kind of like informational type things, and they did really well, and I've been real happy with how it's grown. I met a lot of you at Orlando Hamcation. A lot of you came up to me and said that you watched my show and thank me for doing the show. I get emails constantly from people who either had questions about DMR or just got their license or just got their upgraded general because of one of my videos. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it, is to help people. I want to help you out and promote amateur radio in any way possible. I do have a new Morse code class upcoming that I've recorded, and I'm going to be editing and putting on this channel, so you can sit down and learn Morse code letter by letter. They go through 5 letters. They practice 5, or they show you what the 5 letters are. They give you hints about it. They show you what the 5 letters are again, and then they practice them for like 10 or 15 minutes for those 5. And then they start on the next 5 letters, same thing. Next 5 letters, same thing. And they go through the whole alphabet. So it's probably like 2.5 hours total for 26 letters in the alphabet. And then you've got 0 through 9. You got numbers 0 through 9. So I think it's probably closer to 3 hours by the time it's all said and done. Still kind of working on it. But that's going to be cool. I've not seen... There's probably some Morse code classes on YouTube. I've never looked it up. I know there's a lot of technician in general classes on YouTube. I am still working on... I get an email also a lot of times about, are you ever going to put up an extra class? Yes, I am. I'm waiting for someone to actually do an extra class that will allow me to record it. So there's really only 1 or 2 clubs in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex that I'm aware of, that I've ever heard about, that offer the extra class. And then ARRL updated all the questions last year. So the question pool changed in 2017. And since then, I haven't heard about anyone offering an extra class. I've emailed these couple of groups that I know that do it, and they're like, yeah, we're working on an update. We don't have it ready yet. So if and when someone ever comes up with an extra class and allows me to record it, finding one's the hard part, and then getting them to let me record it. You know, some people don't want to be on YouTube, so that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do an extra class, and that's the goal. So yeah, and you know, this year no question pools will update for 2018, and next year in 2019 the technician pool will update again. So sometime in the fall of 2019, I'll probably get a new technician class. We'll keep that going as much as we can. So, if you know about an extra class, and it doesn't even have to be in Dallas-Fort Worth, man. I tell you what, if it's somewhere in Texas within a decent driving distance, I'm not going to El Paso. It takes about 10 hours to get to El Paso. I'm not going down to the Rio Grande because it takes 10 or 12 hours to get down there. And you're still in Texas. That freaks out people in New England. They can't believe I can drive for 10 or 12 hours and still be in Texas. But if you, you know, Houston, Austin, San Antonio area, Oklahoma, Tulsa is only 4.5 hours from me. Anybody offering extra class that would allow me to record it, and maybe help, and if it's farther away, maybe help me with some expenses for travel expenses. And of course, I'll feature your ham radio club as much as I can, as much as you will let me, put it that way. Hopefully it just be somewhere close though, you know, hour and a half drive, not a big deal. But if someone knows about an extra class that they would allow me to record, hit me up. Go to my web. You can Go to my website and find me on email address. My email address is jason@livefromthehamshack.tv. jason@livefromthehamshack.tv. And I'm good on QRZ too. My my Gmail is on QRZ. So anyway, that's all. Comment on the video. You can comment on YouTube also if you want to, but comment on the website. I'm asking people to comment on the website. Go to livefromthehamshack.tv, find episode 130, and comment on the WordPress website out there for a chance to be entered into the drawing for the TDR 6100. 73, and thanks for making the show possible.
This has been Ham Radio 2.0, a YouTube production by KC5HWB. Visit our website at www.livefromthehamshack.tv. Please also stop by our Facebook page at fb.me/hamradio2. Be sure and subscribe here on YouTube to keep up with all the new videos that are posted nearly every Monday. 73s everyone, and thanks for watching.